Toronto's controversial former Mayor Rob Ford and his brother Doug have been seen at campaign events with Conservative leader Stephen Harper lately. In fact, the Fords and the Conservatives are teaming up for a massive rally on Saturday. Now, today, Liberal leader Justin Trudeau had some pretty strong words over the fact that Tories are campaigning alongside the Fords. We'll talk about that in a moment, but I want to welcome in studio former Toronto City Councillor Doug Ford. Mr. Ford, good to have you.
Well, thanks for having me in, Jennifer.
Tell me a little bit about the rally. What do you expect to see this weekend?
Well, we're going to have, first of all, I want to clarify something. It's a Conservative event. We're supporting the Conservatives, as our family has for over 50 years.
Not co-hosting it, though? It was kind of spun as you were
co-hosting.
co-hosting.
No, we're actually bringing family and friends, and
okay.
we just so happen to have a big family and a lot of friends. So we'll be showing up there and supporting the Prime Minister and making sure we get the message out and make it very clear. You have Justin Trudeau on one side that wants to tax, and actually get thousands of dollars from each household. The average household is going to be paying thousands of dollars. And I know, Jennifer, from door knocking, if I door knock and tell the folks, I'm going to tax you $2,000, hand over the $2,000 and vote for me, they'd slam the door on my face. And it's very clear that the Liberals want to get their hands back in the cookie jar. You see the controversy already. It's just starting. We see what the provincial Liberals have done. And Kathleen Wynne is Justin Trudeau's mentor. God help us. I
noticed you don't mention Tom Mulcair in there at all. Do you see this as a two-party race, a two-party horse race?
Well, you know, we never underestimate anyone. It could be Tom Mulcair, and the country would be in deep trouble, and even be in deeper trouble with Justin Trudeau. There's one person that's been very prudent with your taxes, and that's Stephen Harper. And he's actually going to put money back into your pocket outside of taking it out of your pocket like Justin Trudeau does.
The rally that you are supporting this weekend,
yes,
with your presence and your own support has come under fire from some people who feel that it's beneath Stephen Harper to be associating with your like, as it were. Justin Trudeau had a few comments about your support. Can I play them and then we can talk about them?
Sure.
All right, have a listen.
Problem.
Stephen Harper should be embarrassed that he's having to count on the support of Rob Ford for his re-election. There's a lot of people talking in the news these days about the hypocrisy of the Fords and their drug problems and Mr. Harper and his positions on that. But that's not really the issue, as serious as it is, that strikes me most. What bothers me most is the misogyny. The Ford brothers should have no place on a national campaign stage, much less hosting a prime minister at an event this weekend.
I had to paraphrase those comments from Mr. Ford because he couldn't hear in the studio, but I was able to tell you the gist of what Justin Trudeau said. How do you respond?
Well, I just have to remind Mr. Trudeau here in Toronto, 47% of traditional Liberal voters vote for Rob and Doug Ford. 40% of traditional NDP voters vote for Rob and Doug Ford. So I'm not too sure what Mr. Trudeau is saying to his base. But again, this comes down to Justin Trudeau, number one, in my opinion. He's totally incompetent to be Prime Minister. God bless the teachers, because I love the teachers. He was a drama teacher for a year, and he's going to be the Prime Minister? You have to be kidding me. You put his resume up against the Prime Minister's. You go to any company in the world, Justin Trudeau couldn't even be the floor sweeper, not to mention the Prime Minister. You have to be kidding. You look at his resume, it shows that he's weak. Now, to be fair with the Liberals, I wouldn't say that about Jean Chrétien. I wouldn't say that about Paul Martin. I'm saying this about Justin Trudeau is not competent to run this country and be responsible for your hard-earned tax dollars.
This morning, or a short time ago, when Stephen Harper was asked about some revelations that came out in a book regarding your brother, he seemed to distance himself. Again, he wouldn't mention you or your brother by name. He said, quote, those individuals, and he referred to this rally that, again, you've been integral in organizing. He called it a rally of the Conservative Party of Canada. Mr. Harper seems to be distancing himself from you and your brother and not really embracing your support. How do you square square that circle?
We're going to have to agree to disagree. We've been conservatives for over 50 years. We've been involved in every federal, provincial, municipal campaign.
But what about their tough stance on crime then, and on how do you square that circle, Mr. Ford?
Well, you know something? I'm tough on crime too, and I think it's essential. I know one thing. It wasn't Stephen Harper sitting around a table smoking a joint at a dinner party like Justin Trudeau was. So I find it pretty hypocritical.
I'd be careful, sir. Your brother admitted
I know, but you know, I'm just
crack
I'm
cocaine
talking.
use.
Can I?
Absolutely.
Can I finish?
Absolutely.
I find it very hypocritical that Justin Trudeau would go down that avenue. Justin Trudeau wants to get personal, like anyone that's coming after us wants to get personal. Let's talk policy. Let's wipe the veneer off Justin Trudeau and let's look at his resume. His resume, he wouldn't be hired as a floor sweeper, not to mention prime minister. He wouldn't be able to sit on one board in any major corporation. He has zero experience. He wants to get into the pockets of the taxpayers and take thousands of dollars off the average home. That's what this election is about. It's about the economy. And in my opinion, Justin Trudeau is coming after us because he's scared. He knows his supporters vote for us.
If it is about the economy, then why would you align yourself, or your brother rather, with his history, with his troubled history, and we all acknowledge that, with the Conservative Party that takes such a tough stand on crime and drug use and so on and so forth? How do you square that circle?
Well, it's very simple. We're fiscal conservatives. We respect everyone's tax dollars. We've been doing that from day one. Our family has given back, given back, given back to the average person. You know, we've done so much good for this city. We have turned the city's finances around when Rob was mayor. It was an absolute disaster. So we look at the finances, we're out on the street, we're door knocking, we represent the average family. Unfortunately, Justin Trudeau does not represent the average family.
I very much appreciate your time and you coming in the studio. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about the revelations that have come out in a new book. Do you have any comment or response you'd like to make?
I
at
have
this time?
absolutely no comment at all. We're focused on door knocking, making sure we get the word out there. Have a sober second thought if you're voting for Justin Trudeau. If you want to hand over your tax dollars, thousands of dollars, I guess he's your guy. If you want to save thousands of dollars, there's only one person, and that's Prime Minister Harper.
Former Toronto City Councillor Doug Ford, appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in.